He's representing the Sikh community with a turban. I've asked him and he goes, yes I am. Okay. Yeah, he goes, I'm a Sikh because I've never seen this. I've been living in Hanslow for 30 years. No, hold on. I've been living in Hanslow for 30 years. I've never seen a Sikh gentleman with a turban promoting Christianity. I've got a problem with liars and cheats. Yeah? Yes I have. I respect every single religion, but when you get our people, yeah, or supposedly our people, to promote your religion, that's an insult. That is
ਵੀ ਉਹ ਕ੍ਰਿਸਚਨ ਦਾ ਪੱਗਬੱਧੀ ਸਰਦਾਰ ਹੈਗਾ ਸੀ ਪਰ ਉਹ ਕ੍ਰਿਸਚਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਝੰਡਾ ਚੁੱਕ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਇਸ਼ਤਿਹਾਰ ਵੰਡਦਾ ਸੀ ਗਲਤ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਗੁੱਸਾ ਆਇਆ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਸਿੱਖ ਤੋਂ ਆਇਆ ਪੱਗਬੱਧੀ ਉਹਨੇ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਸਿੱਖ ਹਾਂ ਪਰ ਮੈਂ ਕ੍ਰਿਸਚਨ ਬਣਿਆ ਵਾਂ ਪਲੇਟਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਉਹ ਆਪਣਾ ਉਹ ਡੰਡਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਕ੍ਰਿਸਚਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜੋ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਚੁੱਕ ਕੇ ਖੜਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸਿੱਖ ਨੂੰ ਫੜਾਇਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਝੰਡਾ ਉਹ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਤੇ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦੀ ਬਦਨਾਮੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦੀ ਉਹ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਤੇ ਪਰ ਉਹ ਸਿੱਖ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਝੂਠਾ ਬਣਿਆ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਪੱਗ ਬੰਨ ਕੇ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਅੱਛਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਦਾਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਫੇ ਉਹ ਅਸਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਿੱਖ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਿੱਖ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਉਹਦੇ ਜਾਣ ਕੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਣ ਕੇ ਕਿਹਦਾ ਨਕਲੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਜਾਣ ਕੇ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਸੀ ਇੱਕ ਬੀਬੀ ਵੀ ਸੀ ਕਿਨੇ ਸੂਟ ਪਾਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਬੀਬੀ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਨਕਲੀ ਬਣੀ ਸੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਪੰਜਾਬਣ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਜਾਣ ਬੁੱਝ ਕੇ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰਦੀ ਗਲਤ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਜਦੋਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਵਾ ਤੇ ਇਦਾਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਦੇ ਕੇ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਕਰਨ ਡਿਆ ਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੱਚੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਫਲਾਣਾ ਠੀਕ ਆ ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ So today I'm going to talk about what happened on the 5th of December in Hounslow High Street, West London. I was with my family on the day and I was in the high street and I came across a gentleman wearing a green turban and a big beard holding a massive cross. When I saw this, I approached him and I asked him what he was doing. He told me he was preaching Christianity. I asked him if he was a Sikh and he goes, yes, I am. He had a load of leaflets that he was handing out and distributing within the high street area. And I asked him if he was a Sikh and he goes, yes. And I asked him if he was preaching Christianity and he said, yes. So after that, I was kind of in shock and I was upset and I said to him that you know that a Sikh shouldn't be preaching a different religion. If you're following it, you should be following it to the full extent. So the conversation went on for about a couple of minutes and I realised that this guy actually wasn't a Sikh. I realised he wasn't a Sikh and I called out imposter and I called him out to be a liar. And he basically kind of knew what he was and he knew he was lying, he knew he was playing the game, hence why he put down the cross and he walked away afterwards. The tactics that they used in this scenario was dressing up as a Sikh, having bystanders being actors basically. Call them bystanders, call them actors. Their bystanders were actors who were out to pose as Sikhs and claim that they were Sikhs, but they actually weren't. So they were using this tactic of these are Sikhs, they're out to preach Christianity, they're happy with it, but they actually weren't Sikhs.
I am Sikh. Is he working wearing a turban?
So that was another tactic that they used, as well as lying and then having women there, women dressed up in Indian clothing, that that was appealing to the area, and they would send these women out to go and entice men and bring them in and then have a conversation with them, find vulnerable elderly men to have a conversation with and then cause peer pressure and cause brainwashing to happen, and then they would have what they wanted at the end of it. So that was a big part of the tactics that they used. So who is Sami Andy and what has he got to do with the Sikhs? So the Sikhs are a wealthy group in this country. As a community, we are the second wealthiest in this country, so we become easy targets for these guys. They are missionaries and they're always looking to recruit for people to be funding into their organizations. So money is a big key player in this, and they see Sikhs as a money bank. And also Sikhs are very family orientated, so Sikhs become easy targets for these guys. So Sami Andy is a Sri Lankan preacher who travels up and down the country, nationwide. He goes up and down, high street to high street, town centre to town centre, to preach Christianity. He's an extremist Christian preacher who is out just to convert and groom. He's known to the police and he's known to be doing exorcism on the high streets. So he's got disregard for children, women, families. He's just carrying on and doing his pulling out evil spirits out of people's heads. He's got his hand around, at one point in one of the footage that I've been able to get hold of from that day in Hounslow High Street, he's got his hand around some Indian lady's head and he's taking out evil spirits from her, and he's performing an exorcism on the high street. He's known to be on social media such as Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. His main page on Facebook is quite active. He's got loads of videos posted on there. And the conclusion here is that the Sikhs need to be alert, need to be aware. We need to wake up as a community, and we need to be a bit more helpful towards each other and giving each other knowledge about what's happening. So it would be ideal to spread this video and send it out to your friends and family and let them know what's going on in the local community. We should approach our local gurdwara and churches and local leaders, council leaders about what's happening, and we should prevent communal tensions in the area, because if it was somebody else, probably, or maybe it was somebody else that day that did really kick off about it, it can turn into something and it can turn into something big. So we need to educate ourselves, create awareness, and that's what this video is for. It's not targeted at a community, it's just there to let people know this stuff is going on and it's real. We respect all faiths and all religions and everyone from all different backgrounds, and we always stand up for all different religions and all different people. But definitely when people try to target our community and try to cause problems within our community, then we will always stand up against that. And this is not only just one incident. As I've been digging up more stuff into this, I've realised that I've been able to contact a few families and they've contacted me, and it has been a big issue in the Hounslow borough that Christian missionaries, whether it's Jehovah's Witnesses or any other groups, they have been targeting Sikhs, and we just need to be very aware about it and let people know that it has been going on. So don't become sheep and follow it and get caught up all in it. So leaving you guys with that information right there in this message, I would like to say Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.